Phone is off. You guys should hear me now. But hello everyone. My name is Pinup Miami. I am South Florida's sunshine. I love anything rockabilly, vintage, nostalgic, fun. And every Monday I come at you. I come to you with something new, some tips, some tricks. And today I thought we do something a little more um like relaxed. Like let's watch a video together. Let's look at like an icon in the scene, Dita von Teese. I'm sure all of you know who Dita von Teese is. She became popular because of her Playboy shoot. I forgot what year it was. But she did a spread, and of course her beauty is like timeless, classic. It's like that old Hollywood look. And then she went on to put on shows for burlesque and produces them. And what is exciting is that in October, she created a new show at the Jubilee Theater in Las Vegas, which I'm glad to see that she's bringing it back because I haven't really heard a lot about that theater in a while. So I'm excited for that. So if you are going to Viva Las Vegas next year, you should book for her show because she's going to have a residency, a show that she created. I've yet to go to one of her burlesque shows. Boo, I know. But I hope one day, because like when you go to her shows, everyone makes a thing of it. Everyone goes decked down to the nines, to the tens, not even the nines, to the 11s. And I think it's so fun. And yeah, let me know your opinion below if you've seen a Dita Von Teese show. Today's video is gonna focus on her lipstick. That's why I don't have lips on right now. But also Dita is very like simple in a lot of the things she does, and I really wanted to portray that with a few of interviews that she did in the past promoting her book, which I have, and I forgot it. It's in my coffee table, but I'm not gonna go and get it because I'm not gonna read you the book. I'm gonna show videos. I got it when I worked at Betty Page Clothing. They sold it. So I think she did a lot of promotion for that. And she had a lipstick with MAC, which I had, but I used it because I'm a believer in using it. Okay. I'm not a collector of a lot of things. I like to use it. All right. So before we get started in today's video, I thought, hello, make sure to say hi in the comments. Thank you guys. Yeah, the earrings. I thought I'd wear these today since I was going to mention her show in Vegas and fluffy earrings. And it's a rare occasion that I actually use the holes in my ear. But for today's show and tell, before we go into the video, I like to show something that I have found during the week. And I thought I'd share this cute little find. It is called a melody phone. Now, when I saw this, I was like, what is this? I collect rotary phones because I'm trying to create a wall of them in my house of different colors. So if you guys know of any funky color, I'm looking for them. Been looking for them. I'm almost done with my wall of rotary phones. But so this thing caught my eye because it was super interesting. It adds music to your telephone, plays a miniature concert over the wire, keeps your listening friends happy while they wait. When you ask them to hold the line, please. It starts to play when receiver is placed on melody cradle. And I love how it says new. It looks revolutionary. Even came with like a nice little instruction manual. And I haven't really used it. I haven't tested it. But you apparently, I don't know if you guys could see this, but you get the thing to make sure it matches your phone. You slide it into position. And then instead of hanging up, you put it over where the music is at. So if you're talking to your grandma, your boyfriend, your sweet thing on the side, you would attach it to the back side over here. Like I'm holding the phone like I'm talking, but you would put it right here. I don't want to open the packaging, but then you put it there and it would play a nice little song while you go get whoever you need to pick up the phone. So this is like the OG of hold music. Interesting. I thought it was amazing. So yeah, thought I'd share that little find with you guys. And the lady reduced the price, so thought it was cool. Yeah. Oh, look. Okay, it comes off. Beautiful Ohio is the song. I might look for. Oh, can you hear it? That is the miniature concert. Yeah, and then you would attach it. I never thought to take it out of the box because I was always scared. But, woo, let's not drop it. So yeah, you literally put it back here. So instead of hanging up when you're putting them on hold, now you can't be talking too loud because I'm pretty sure they could still hear your surroundings. But yeah, that's so cool. Love it. All right, enough of that. Let me put this back. So yeah, and super cute. I saw it so many times at the antique shop. Nobody got it. And then like the fourth time I went in there, I was like, I need it. I need it. It's calling my name. Literally ringing. Hey, Jen. Oh, Maddie. I love you, girl. Yeah, I think it's so awesome. And the little concert, because it's in quotations on the box. Sweet thing. Yeah, you know, we all have a little sweet thing. I have Timmy right now. Mm-hmm. He knows. And yeah, thank you, Vivian. I love the earrings too. They're really light, and you guys will be shocked on where I got them. Hot Topic. I went to go talk at an event at Vivian's museum where she's the board of directors, and I went into Hot Topic and saw these babies, and I had to take them. Alrighty, so let's start off with some Dita von Teese. So for my lipstick, she's going to talk about a few lipsticks that she uses, and I'm going to mix a darker lip liner with a lipstick, but let's get into her because, again, I wanted to bring this to you guys because I'm pretty sure she's going to have new promo, new tutorials, new everything for her show in Las Vegas. So we're going to look at a few of her old videos here. I'm going to share. Sorry. I like how the title of the video is How Dita von Teese Really Applies Her Famous Lipstick. So let's see if you can see me. Yes, you can. All right, so let's get started and talk about it together.
Hi, I'm Dita von Teese, and I've teamed up with...
And I need to fix something really quick. There we go.
Mode to show you some of my favorite red lipsticks.
Yeah, so here you can definitely tell she's promoting her lipstick with MAC and some other lipsticks, of course.
In my book, Your Beauty Mark, which is a guide to eccentric glamour, I have a chapter all about lipstick because I...
Now, if you guys don't have this book, it's really an interesting book. She talks about everything that makes her glamour, her thing, from lipsticks to eyeliner to lingerie to the clothing she wears.
I love lipstick. I never leave the house without lipstick. In fact, I can't believe I'm talking to you without lipstick on right now. So I always start with a lip liner. Lip liner is essential to getting that really...
I feel like for me, I can't leave the house without eyeliner. But hey, let me know in the comments what you cannot leave the house without.
Vibrant red lip with lots of saturated color, which I love. I'm going to start with MAC Cherry, which is one of my favorites. And what I always do is I do the outline of my lips. It's okay to overdraw a little bit. I usually use, even if I'm going to use an orange or fuchsia, I still love using a nice deep red or pink, a vibrant color lip liner because it adds a lot of depth, which is what I really love. I love when it's really saturated color. And I fill in the entire
she's so simple. She literally lines her lips. And this is why I wanted to bring this up.
So this is I don't know Yves Saint Laurent one I'm using. It's a little bit on the more luxurious side of lipstick. I love all kinds of lipstick. I have lipsticks that cost me $1.99, but I do love a luxurious, beautiful gold package like you see here.
You know, that's something really true about Dita. I'm acting like an expert today. Today I'm the expert on Dita, but Dita really doesn't care about the price. She cares about the quality, but some of her items are way over the top in price. There is another video I'm going to show because this one's really short, but I'm going to show what's in her bag and have other tabs open to show you the price because it's kind of crazy.
So this is one of my favorites. It's a nice fuchsia pink.
But I also think she's gifted a lot of things, you know?
And sometimes I like to go back over with the lip liner and fix the edges and make it just perfect. So this is my hot pink lipstick look.
I don't consider that a hot pink.
So I've lined my lips in a medium red, cherry red lip liner, the entire surface of my lips. And now I'm going to use one of my other favorites, my MAC Von Teese
See, there
red.
she goes, product
it's a nice
placement.
matte, true, bright red.
What do you guys?
I especially love.
Think about MAC? I feel like MAC used to be like the it makeup brand, because it was for makeup artists. I think, and anyone could correct me if I'm wrong. When they sold to Estee Lauder, I think Estee Lauder like took advantage of the popularity of the brand and then changed the formula of a lot of things and just mass produced it to a sense that it wasn't like what makeup artists really wanted. I felt like it wasn't exclusive anymore. I used to do makeup for a short time.
A very matte red lip because it's one of the easy ones to wear. A matte texture has the best staying power of any other lipstick.
Oh, you're getting an eyeliner. I used to work in permanent makeup. Believe it or not, I did social media for a really big permanent makeup company, which I left. It was toxic. But I saw a beautiful artist that did a tatted eyeliner. I say if you do a wing, keep it short because that is a tattoo. That would be my recommendation. If anything, do like a shadow liner so it has like a little shadow and it goes well with time as the tattoo goes on. Anything too like lined, too perfect, after some time will start spreading. So if you already have that, like they call it the ombre eyeliner, I think that would work really well. Now it's a cheaper brand. Yeah, see, I'm glad you agreed. It's not as pigmented anymore. Correct. I feel the same way. It's like it took advantage of the MAC.
And for my last lip, I'm going to show you a nice deep, last look, rich, and I haven't done ruby red. And I'm going to use a darker lip liner.
But I'm doing the darker.
I love Beat by MAC.
And I am using a MAC.
Go over the line that I already made earlier.
Literally just
you also might notice I use my pinky finger to sort of steady my hand on my chin. It just helps to create a really sharp line. I love a really deliberate, sharp, perfect line. It's classic 1940s and 50s style. I know that some fashion magazines and beauty magazines will tell you that, red lips should not be too perfect, but I'm telling you that it should. So this is a really nice drugstore.
I feel like a red lip should be perfect, because then it goes unperfect. So start off perfect because, might as well start off the day perfect.
Red, a nice deep, highly pigmented red. It's called Red Revival. It's Maybelline. And there you have the third look, which is a classic, deep, rich red.
And look, I feel like her last lipstick is not as matte as the other one. So those are my 3 twists on a red lip.
I hope you'll try one of them and have a little bit of glamour in your everyday life.
My favorite lipstick right now at the moment, I'll tell you right now, I lined my lips, like she said. Been using NYX. And then the lipstick I've been loving, it might not last, well, it does last, I'm not going to lie, is this, it's going to be a splurge, but a Christian Dior lipstick. This one, I've tried every Christian Dior lipstick and I don't know, I want to feel fancy because I do love my red and I do invest in it to feel pretty. But yeah, this one, I need a mirror. And Dita literally just plopped it on. And then she goes back in with her lip liner to, fix any imperfections. She didn't even go in with concealer. So you could tell that she made it small and then made it you know, any corrections as needed with just the liner. Also, if you are like aging, your lips feel like they're getting more wrinkly towards the end, don't put your lipstick all the way towards the end because then it'll create frowny lines. Just a tip. Just a tip. Just a tip. Let's see. I'm going to mix purple with my black. Oh, yes, that's a good one. A lot of people do that for the shadow liner. Um, Thanks for the ombre idea and a short. Yeah, it's from my experience, and I worked as a social media person for the brand, and I saw a lot of eyeliners. And if they were too long, after a while, like you'll start spreading, it won't be as clean as you're thinking. And that shadow will give you that natural every day, so you don't have to do your makeup. And if you decide to do like a big liner for an occasion, you could just put it on top. That's why I recommend it. Let's see. I look better with eyebrows. Mine are the shape of Dita von Teese Redhead NYX Auburn Crayon Micro. But it works. Few many hairs. I really want to get a tint red. I think eyebrow tattoos are great. I'm just really fluffy and I feel like I don't need it. But working in and again, a permanent makeup. I can't believe I'd be talking about permanent makeup today. But yeah, some permanent makeup eyebrows. If anybody needs recommendations, I know a few people that are really good. But what I do, I'm letting my eyebrows grow because by mistake I plucked them myself in an emergency. But I like to get my eyebrows tinted, and my eyebrows are thick enough so it kind of looks like a perfect brow. I love my lady. Those earrings, yeah, Bernadette, they're floofy. I love them. I got them at Hot Topic. Thank you, Jessica. I missed you at the Barbie movie, girl. Missed you. Beauty counter, sis. It's the way to go. More healthy, less toxic. Oh, I use Beauty Counter's vitamin C serum for my face. I love well, I've only had the vitamin C and I love it. I love that one. Haha, you are fluffy. Yeah, I need to go to you maybe. Where are you located? Let me know. Let's see here. So the other video I wanted to show you guys is what's in Dita's bag, because I need you guys to see what she carries in her carry-on. And I thought it would be a fun video. So let me share right here. Let's get together on this one. Should have worn my glasses on this one. There we go. Because I thought this video was super interesting. Let's see here.
With the hot rollers in place, no way. Never.
Again, I think this is when she was promoting, because her book makes a cameo appearance. And the years line up.
Well, I don't have my purse with me today because I've been doing lots of traveling. So I have my suitcase with me. I've had this suitcase for maybe 7 or 8 years, and I had it custom painted with my monogram, and it never lets me down. My bag is Louis Vuitton.
I feel like all of us little burlesque and pinup girls love monogramming our pinup name on stuff. Makes us feel unique. At least for me, it does.
I know it seems a little fancy, but one of my idols of burlesque, Gypsy Rose Lee, used all Louis Vuitton luggage.
This brings out the gypsy in me.
So
I love Gypsy Rose Lee, the movie, the musical. And I thought I wanted to share a fact with you guys that Dita, let me pull it up here, owns a collection of her costumes. So here we have Gypsy Rose Lee, which the movie Gypsy is based off. But she was a real burlesque dancer. And look at how gorgeous, look at that dress. Just I'm moving around thinking that it's on me. But that dress is gorgeous. So Dita owns that dress. And actually, I believe it was 2017. She posted it from her collection. And Dita looks amazing in it. Like, I want to make a dress like this one day. Look at that. And I really like how she changed it up because Gypsy Rose Lee has like the fur with it and the gloves. And Dita has like a more modern heel. But the dress is gorgeous. I would love to see it in movement because with burlesque, all the costumes and the movements, and it looks really nice. Let's see here.
I always dreamed of owning a piece of Louis Vuitton luggage like she had.
I don't own any Louis Vuitton.
First thing is I have a change of footwear. Some casual footwear. So these are my photo shoot full high power
I feel like we should play a game like who has the same thing as Dita von Teese on their carry-on luggage.
glamour shoes. I'm wearing my more comfortable shoes right now, the little 4-inch heel, and these are my maximum here. These are Louboutins that were custom made for me because Christian's a really close friend of mine. So
Who can say that Christian is their friend? Dita. I'm just saying. And Louis Vuitton also has a pinup girl collection as well.
he always keeps me well heeled. I like to write down all of my appointments. So
But I'm pretty sure that Christian gifted her some Louis Vuittons. Let's be honest. You would, if you're Christian Louis Vuitton, I'm probably saying it wrong. You would want her walking around in your heels for promo or just having it on some sexy legs.
every year I get a new Smyson journal. I love to write things down and make to-do lists. I've had one of these in a different color every year for the past 12 years. So I have a nice.
Now I'm going to save you guys from Googling because that is a gorgeous agenda. And when I first saw this video, I was like, I like it. I would want it, right? Let me tell you guys. I'm going to show you that little book she held in her hand ranges between $300 to $450. And I'm sure it's custom. There's also little notebooks, but I'm pretty sure she has this really luxurious one with a monogram because hers has a monogram. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that because that's intense. All right, back to the video.
Library stack of my life. This is the leather envelope that I keep my stationery in.
Again, she put her name on it.
Personalized stationery so I can write thank you notes. I worked with.
I feel like this is an art that people just don't do anymore, which is thank people. It doesn't have to be a card, but just thanking people. I remember it was very important when you had a party and my mom, they make you write a letter to whoever gave you a gift. Just as a thank you to appreciate
shop and designed these. I have 2 different Mont Blanc pens.
I tried to look up the price of this, but it's real diamonds. So I stopped.
There's a big one on top.
She said real diamonds.
So they gave it to me for my birthday one year.
Gifted it to her.
And ruby red ink cartridges that come with it. It's good motivation for writing thank you notes. I always have a powder compact. Aaron Paul, he's a really good friend of mine, and he had told someone one of my beauty secrets was that I like to rub a gold coin all over my face. And I was like, why did he say that thing about rubbing a gold coin? And then I realized it was this powder that he saw me doing this, and he thought that it was some like gold coin. So I always thought that was funny.
So Estee Lauder makes beautiful collectible compacts, and that spider one, because I do have a few Estee Lauder compacts that are not as fancy, but I just had to share with you guys the price that it's going for right now. I wish I was faster at switching screens, but I'm not. But look at this. The same compact that she had, I guess it came in a set like this. It's like $300. And the good thing with these compacts, you could get refillables on them. But Estee Lauder does sell beautiful compacts, and they have collections during the holidays. And they also have solid perfume. So if you like one of my favorite perfumes is Beautiful Magnolia by Estee Lauder. You could buy like the compact of a solid perfume. So you can keep it everywhere. But look how pretty this is. Like, and I thought it was cute, the story that she told about the that the other actor thought she was putting a gold coin. But honestly, like when she said that, I was thinking like, does she get a new powder puff all the time? Because mine's is always like bent. Hers looked like super pristine. I say that. Let's see. I love burlesque. Good points on that dress, right? Girl, nope. I've had to find a knockoff on Amazon. Yeah, I know. I'm there. Yeah, Dita is great. I feel like she's low key, but she's glam. Like it's one of those persons that doesn't have to yell in the room. You could see her, and that's something that I admire because I try to be that. Like I don't like to be in people's faces. I like that like my actions. I guess for her art speaks for herself. So that's what I like to think. Yeah, my mom's English. Also, English people still do thank you cards. Note, write, pen, ink. Yes, classy ago. Right, thank you. Letters. Yes. Let me get back to that. All right, let's see. Now she talks about hot rollers, and I was surprised on the hot rollers, but hot rollers are hot rollers.
I always have my hot rollers with
She
me.
literally
I
has
have super straight
Remington.
hair, and so I
I have
never leave the
Remington,
house
so I
without
feel
setting
like
my
I'm
hair
part of the
in hot
fam, Dita.
rollers. Oh, I have so many sets of hot rollers at home. I have
And it has that like used look too.
different sets of hot rollers for different countries because I travel
And can we just take a note of her nails? I just love the the moon look with the silver.
so much. So I'd probably have like 10 or 15 sets of hot rollers. And last but not least, I have my book, Your Beauty Mark,
And the
The Ultimate
plug.
Guide to Eccentric Glamour. A lot of my beauty icons are women from the golden age of Hollywood when glamour was at its full force. Glamour is something very different. It's about creating mystique and allure.
Ooh, I want to create mystique and allure. All right. Let's go on. Let's see here. Are you live in 2 places I can follow? I'm on YouTube. We need to chat. We think alive. Yes, I'm live. Are you live in 2 places I can follow up? Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Not on Instagram. My Facebook page, Pinup Miami, Rockabillaque Facebook page. My Instagram is Pinup Miami. You could DM me there. And my email is jennifer@misspinupmiami.com. So you can hit me up anywhere. We can hang out. All right, the next video I'm gonna show, just because we're on a Dita roll today, and I'm love hanging out with you guys, is a easy hairstyle that she does. And that's what's surprising. Like people think Dita is high maintenance. Like she just makes it look she makes it look, you know the word I'm thinking of. So she just makes it look clean. So let's see here. Let's present this one. Because I thought this was super interesting.
I'm here with Mode, and I'm here to talk about my casual hair look.
But I have to say that I've never seen her rock this look in public. Just saying.
So I have one
But it's not like we're friends either.
basic casual look. So I'm going to show you how I do it. In my book, Your Beauty Mark, I have a chapter all about beauty, which I love. These are some of my most important hairstyling tools here. I love a boar bristle brush. This one happens to be Mason Pearson. This is my rat tail comb.
That thing looks like it's been used and abused. It looks like mine. Somewhere it's living its life.
It's an essential for doing my hair in lots of different styles. I always have lots of clips like these around. These are my favorite hairpins. I actually get these ones in France, but you can find similar ones here in the United States. I've already sectioned my hair off. I like my hair in a side part for this. I use my comb and I brush it back a little bit. And then I...
See, so I was surprised in her last video that she says her hair is super straight. Because it looks like she has volume. It could be that this is day-old hair. I'm again assuming the way that it has some volume to it.
Find the wave here and hold on to the wave as I'm combing. And this is where the little clips come in handy. I put one right there and here. And then I can also press this one down here. So then I comb the rest smooth and I gather it into a ponytail, but instead of a ponytail, I take the ends and I turn it under, create a little bit of a chignon. And then the trick,
It's almost like a little French roll.
is to take these you don't want them to be seen, so put them in the sides like this. I try to use as few pins as possible too and try not to have them poking out, and I think that the trick is to put them here and not in the middle, so they have to go to the edges where it's really
This hairstyle will be a little difficult if you had a lot of layers. I'm just telling you that.
holding. It takes a little bit of practice, and sometimes I have to do it a few times until it looks right, and I just check it from all angles with another mirror. What I would do next is I will spray the bells out of it and smooth out all the baby hairs. Maybe use a comb to like make it even smoother. So this is my casual look, but then if I add a diamond earring or some long dangly earring that really shows off the neck, then it turns into a nighttime look.
Oh, I like how she says, let's turn it into a nighttime look with a diamond. Beautiful before and after. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, at the end of the day,
I hope this inspires you.
Something to do at work. Like, this would be a great hairstyle to wear at work. And then I feel like having the clips in that direction and that little curl, you could brush it out later and it'll give some kind of night look. I honestly think it will.
Practice until you can do it without even using a mirror. For more videos like this, check out
very
mode.com.
simple look that anyone could create. Let's see. Now the last video of the night, I just had to share. I'm pretty sure 80% of you watching have seen this video. But have you seen Dita von Teese's house? Now this video came out I believe this year. Okay, you know what? Time has been different for me. 3 years ago, even though I thought this video came out. I thought this video came out this year, earlier this year. I'm telling you, I feel like the pandemic just like shifted my reality of time. Hit that like button if you agree. But let's see here. So we're gonna share. I have lipstick on my teeth already. She didn't show how to take that off. All right, so you guys are gonna love this. Pew.
Hi, AD. I'm Dita von Teese. Welcome to my home.
See, because I feel like when people thought of Dita, they didn't know what to expect in her home. But I expected this because I feel like she has eclectic taste. It wasn't just gonna be, well, it is gonna be like a Hollywood star from the 50s and 40s. I'm pretty sure they would have an eclectic mix of art in their home.
I moved into this 1927 English Tudor about 5 years ago. When I moved into this house, it was all white walls, and I really loathe white walls. I love color. I like feeling like all my favorite colors are.
What I would want is that robe in like a nice fuchsia.
Represented in the house. I had a mural painted that was inspired by a picture of a castle, and there's lots of little hidden things.
That's
like
pretty.
A monkey up there. There are a few white walls left like this one here, because I'm going to cover this in feathers. I love having blank space to come up with ideas. I started wearing vintage clothes because I couldn't afford all the cool designer jeans my friends had. And then that kind of spilled over into collecting vintage and antique things for my home.
I feel like there was a time when like collecting vintage was seen as, oh no, you know? And now I love that people are appreciating it more. I'm just saying those tomatoes look fake, but I digress.
So this is my kitchen. I wanted to make a very glamorous kitchen because no matter what you do, and no
yeah,
matter
that
what
robe
your
is
house,
fabulous.
it's like everyone hangs out in the kitchen. I used to famously have a pink kitchen, and so a lot of these things that I took from my pink kitchen and I used them here, like the sconces and the chandeliers. I gave these
she's done
chairs
photo shoots in that pink kitchen. If you guys,
and I saw this faucet. It was the most outrageous thing, and I had to have it. I just love it. It's really weird, and it's not maybe the handiest thing, but I like it. I also love my Aga stove. A lot of people talk about the stove when they come in. This British racing green stove. I had the plates dipped in copper because I love the copper and green, and I had this made.
Do you think she cooks? I'm just asking. Do you think she cooks? Would you cook if you were Dita? There's a side of me that thinks she's a person that likes to cook and be home. but I'd like to hear your opinion.
So there were a lot of things that were big challenges and people that I had to find to make all these custom things for me, which is not the easy way. I just wanted the most beautiful stove ever, and I got this stove and then realized I had to learn how to use this stove. This is my living room.
Okay, the way she shifted from the stove to the other side of the stove, I feel like rewinding it right now. It looked like a little burlesque move. I'm just saying, look, I'm gonna do this in my kitchen.
And people that
Look
I
at
had
that, look at that. Look, watch.
find to make all these custom things for me, which is not
It's coming
the
up.
easy way. I just wanted the most beautiful
Here
stove
she goes.
ever,
A
and I
pose.
got this stove and then realized I had to
And a
learn
nice
how to
little
use
twirl.
this stove.
Yeah, I feel like we should all do that at the
This
kitchen.
is my living room. I am a maximalist, not a minimalist. And this room is evidence of it. I have a lot of stuff. You see more of the vintage taxidermy and all my little found treasures.
I don't
This
think
is
her
a
house
new
would fit a lot of people
art
during the
piece that
holidays.
a friend of mine from Australia sent to me that does ethical taxidermy of things that died naturally, and she made this bunny a little tailcoat. I have a grandfather clock which is currently turned off so that it would not
For all the
bing
people that
bong
think I have weird
bing
stuff
all
in my
over the
house,
videos.
look at this.
This is a piece that my friend Stacia found at a flea market and then bought the vintage fabric and redid this piece.
That's
This
beautiful
actually
fabric.
was a reproduction of a French sofa. It's not very big, and also I should say every single sofa in this house is extremely uncomfortable. There's really nowhere comfortable to sit in this house.
Sounds like
These
my
are
house.
some of my favorite taxidermy in the house. These are Victorian era bird taxidermy in these heart-shaped domes. Every time I've moved house, which is 3 times
Right?
in the
It's just
past
eclectic.
20 years, I hand carry those myself because if somebody ever shattered those, I would be devastated. These are all my vintage and rare books. Like, this is a fun one. This is a very rare
Look
one.
at
It's been
these.
a source of truth in burlesque. And when you look at this book, you realize that burlesque was not all Gypsy Rose.
Okay, check out that lamp in the back. I've never seen a lamp like that. It looks like a headpiece. It looks cool. And she has a little like taxidermy duck. Cute.
Or like the movie portrayed burlesque, but really it was kind of a glorified strip club in a lot of ways in the 30s and 40s, and this book is the proof. I have a lot of collections of my vintage feathers from back in the days when ladies used to wear big, beautiful feathers in their hats. And, you know, they don't make them like this anymore, I promise you,
Gorgeous.
because I buy modern feathers all the time and they do not look like this. Lots of useless information from a burlesque dancer. Feathers. I have a lot of powder puffs. I just like them. I keep getting them, just like them. More powder puffs because you definitely need a powder puff on a stick too. This is my dining room.
I really like the back
bought
taxidermy
this
color.
dining room set at the flea market.
Look at that. Look at that lamp in the back. Just look at the back. It's literally a lady holding a lamp. And then she has her own head vase on the table. She sold her own head planter. It's the one on the left. I can't point at it, but yeah.
And I put one of my favorite fabrics that I saw in Paris in a Jacques Garcia hotel. And I had to have it. So I tracked it down and I put it on these flea market chairs. This was just a piece of glass that I cut because there was no glass top. And then my ladies that did all the murals, they painted this glass. I'd heard this story that Robert Smith from The Cure used to keep a lipstick on a string by his front door, and he just like put it on before he left. So I asked him once if that was true, and he said it was true at one time. So I put this lipstick on a gold chain so that when I'm having parties.
That is a Louis Vuitton lipstick. I don't own a Louis Vuitton lipstick, but I do own their nail color that was gifted to me. But I've always wanted one of their lipsticks because you could wear it in a chain and like how she's doing.
And I can't find my lipstick or I don't want to go upstairs to my vanity, then I can just like do it right here. So it's kind of an antique mirror, so I can't see much, but it still works.
With the Venture X card from Capital One, you earn 2
Commercial.
times miles on every purchase.
Let's see. Of course, it's a long commercial.
This is an antique fishbowl that I bought when I was on my last US tour. I love going on tour because I have a semi truck filled with all my
I think
lighting
because
and my
it isn't
props
home as much
and all
doing
my
production
gear.
with
And I
things.
love
I
to go to
agree.
the antique stores and throw more stuff on there. And my crew hates it, but I do. I bring them like this fishbowl and tell them, find a spot for that. So this is my little patio. I like to have my tea here and watch the hummingbird fights that happen over this feeder. I love red geraniums, and so this is usually filled with red geraniums. I'm obsessed with it because I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, I have her
and I
book,
used to go to
and
this
she has
place
2
called the
books.
Grand Hotel.
That was her
And so
newest
people
at the
from
time.
Michigan will know about this, but it's just the longest porch in the world, and it's just
And it's a great coffee
tons
table
of
book 'cause it's
boxes of red
full of
geraniums.
things.
So it's one of those childhood obsessions that has spilled over into my life. It's wintertime, so the backyard is not in full swing, but I love collecting vintage patio furniture and redoing the cushions. So I've had this bed for many years, and it's been like 3 different colors. And then this is my newest one, which I'm very excited
Ooh,
about because
that's
I
a
love the
beautiful color.
tassels. My pool, which rarely gets used because it's freezing.
Look at that! Look at that flamingo statue at the pool.
And my pool house, which I turned into a pub.
That's where all the
kind
guests
of
go
always
during the
envied
holidays.
people that had a tiki bar or something. So I thought, well, I have an English tutor, so I should make a pub. I had this stained glass put in here. It has little things that I like in there. There's a swan, there's a feather, a rose, a glass of champagne.
It's super cute, the
and
details on
a
that
magic
stained
mushroom.
glass.
I have like a leather banquette over here, which actually holds pool toys and things like that. This is just like another thing for me to put stuff in. I've started collecting Toby jugs. So my fans bring me Toby jugs to put into my pool house pub. Here's the woman cave library where I keep a lot of my
Woman
art collection
cave.
too.
I think
This
we
is
all
kind
need
of
a
just
woman
like
cave.
an area I put pictures of myself because I'm too embarrassed to put them up on the main walls. So I collect a lot of Hollywood.
You heard that? She even doesn't like putting her own pictures up. Everyone has insecurities.
Memorabilia.
Even
this is the
Dita.
corset that Natalie Wood wore when she played burlesque star Gypsy Rose Lee.
See,
in the
she loved Gypsy
1962
Rose
film
Lee.
Gypsy. And then this is a corset that Betty Grable wore in one of her films in the late 40s. And
I
this
really
is
love
kind
how
of
she has
like
them
my
framed.
woman cave and TV room. I bet you can't find the TV. I love art and I like to look at art and I don't like to look at screens. So I hid the TV behind this piece of art. So you basically open this up and pull the TV out and you have to turn it sideways. It's kind of silly, but it is what it is. And this is one of my favorite artists. His name is Peter.
I love that. I've always wanted to frame my TV so that you could not, like, it's part of your decor. But she literally hid it behind a piece of art. That's super cool. Super cool.
You're driven. I have 4 paintings from him, which also appears
It's also
on
Space
a men's
Fever.
magazine. Betty Page posed for these kinds of things, and they're men's magazines. They're racy. This magazine, I have this painting over here, and then I
That's a
also
cute
have
one.
this one over here on that wall. I'm very
And her
proud
curtains.
of these. These are Betty Page's favorite shoes. They came from the Irving Claw Studios, which is where she took all those vintage bondage photos. And I have the model release that she signed in 1952
wow.
for $60. Very
Fun fact about Betty Page, she got arrested in Hialeah, Florida, which is where I grew up. I am working on a YouTube video showing you guys the house that she lived in and talking about the part that nobody talks about, what happened to her in her later in life. And I'm in an advantage because I live and work in that neighborhood. So yeah, that's going to come up soon.
very simple. I mean, people make me sign like 5-page model releases now. This is like 4 sentences. This is one of my treasured possessions, an Art Deco bar. I love painted glass and reverse painted glass. It's one of my favorite things. And
She
my
has one
God.
of her own little
okay, I have way too many martini and champagne glasses too, as you would guess. Oh, I have my barnoculars in here.
bar
Keep this to, like, music
binoculars.
festivals and load it up with my favorite booze. No one would suspect a thing, right?
Yeah, we're putting our booze in shampoo bottles while she's putting it in fancy binoculars.
I've collected a lot of this art over the years that inspired my pinup career. And also they painted all these jewels that
That's
are kind of meant
cute.
to be holding the paintings. And then I also love this tassel. There's a designer called Jacques Garcia that always does these long rope tassels. I shoved this into my suitcase. It's really heavy on one of my trips home from Paris, but I really love it every time I walk up there. I love the feeling of that rope, if you know what I mean. This is my upstairs area where my bedroom is and all my
I feel like that was a
closets are.
sexual
I think
joke
they
or
used to be
something.
children's rooms, but they're not anymore. I have a
Holy,
very, very close friend who's a shoe
I've
designer,
seen
so
this
that's why I
before,
have
but it's
this many
amazing the
shoes.
collection of shoes.
And of course, I have all the showbiz shoes here. There's shoes I wear a lot more than others, so those are kind of front and center usually, and they're kind of arranged by color. All the everyday ballet flats are down here because I don't wear high heels every day, and most of the black shoes are together. This is all my favorite shoes right here.
I love that she said that in this video because a lot of people that admire Dita are like, oh, I want to dress like her all the time. The lady wears ballet flats. Like she just said it for regular day. Don't show off and wear high heels everywhere. But do
And
it
the other
if you
side
want.
are my
I
like
don't
kind
really
of
care.
like
It's your feet,
secondary
not
shoes.
mine.
I'll show you a pair of special ones. These are embroidered.
Yeah, it's dreamy.
From a house called luscious, and they also have these little Marie Antoinettes on them, and they have my name on it. It says, these are Ditas with love from Christian.
We
So I
already
have
know
a
she's
really
friends with
big
Christian.
vintage hat collection. This is from the 40s.
Now that's
They're called
gorgeous.
tilt or doll style hats. This is a little fedora, like a menswear style fedora, and it has a fake parrot on it. I've had this one since I first started collecting vintage, actually. This is my vintage brooch collection. I love collecting big fancy brooches. Everybody needs a rhinestone praying mantis.
I love how she has the brooches in little frames with like a velvet. I feel like that could be a cute idea.
So this is my bedroom. This is my version of minimalism. Light colors, not too much.
It's crazy how the whole house is full of stuff from ceiling to floor, but in a great way, not like in a bad way. Then you go to her room and it's like white.
Much clutter. This is Alistair. Oh, seems he was just having a kitty dream. Wake up, you've got company. My friend Stacia and I designed this bed after a Mae West bed. Mae West famously had mirrors all over her bedroom because she said she liked to see how she was doing. My boyfriend.
She liked to see what she was doing or who she was doing, because I don't know. Also, it's crazy to think that Dita von Teese was married to Marilyn Manson.
Friend and I designed these curtains together based on a few historic pictures. And I waited for months to get this fabric in and took it to a drapery place. And I actually had to go there in person and help pin these on because they didn't do it right. And I was like, honestly, just do it like this. So they were like, we didn't think about doing it like that. So I love going to the workrooms and torturing the people that work there. And then they end up liking it in the end because they learned something new. This is my lingerie.
You can tell that she's excited about what she's
I'm
doing.
a lingerie designer, so I have to wear a lot of my own lingerie to see how it goes. These acrylic handles were a huge nightmare. These were in a constant state of disrepair for like 2 years before I found someone that could actually fix the original acrylic that somebody bungled. In case that person thinks they're going to take credit for this, no. This is my vanity. It's
No, you're not getting
from the
credit.
30s. It's authentic. All this stuff is museum waxed down because that cat over there loves to wake me up at like 3 or 4 in the morning by knocking all these things off. Another little patio.
She has
like
her stuff with museum glue. You know, that little paste that you put so it doesn't move because of her cats. That's hilarious. Let me see, Jody. That's how my brooches are displayed. I make those. Oh my god, that's awesome! And it's great because sometimes if you have your brooches hidden in your drawer, you just don't know what you have. That's why I was so happy when I created shelves in this room that I'm in, because I could see all my lucite purses, all my really nice heels, and all my vintage hats. And then you use them instead of like forgetting that you have them. I'm sure the sex was kinky with Marilyn Manson, yeah. Or like the makeup would get everywhere. I feel like he wears a lot more makeup.
Great place that I like to escape when I'm entertaining and I can
Ooh,
see
I love that
everything
green.
that's going on. Me and my cat like to hang out here too.
She's the cat lady that we all want to
Okay,
be.
AD, I've got to feed this cat, so I'm going to show you out. Thanks for coming.
All right, invite us next time for real. Thank you. All right, guys. I thought today was fun. We got to get an insight into Dita. Again, I wanted to bring this up today because these videos are all old, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna do new like propaganda, new like marketing for her show in Vegas. That's opening up in October, and I'm so mad. I'm gonna be in Vegas in 3 weeks, for work, and I don't know why I thought she was going to be there, but she's not there till October. So that's why that in my head made me share this. And also to show that Dita does have basic, simple tips and trick when it comes to her hair and makeup. And she's just like simple as glam at the same time. Before we go today, I wanted to announce, I should have announced this in the beginning, and I completely like distracted myself with the phone over here, is if you are in Charleston in November. Oh yes, I thought I had the wrong flyer up, but for all my Rockabillaque people, I'm gonna be in Charleston in November. I'm coming back to host the pinup contest. It's gonna be so fun. This is gonna be the first year that I'm gonna have a booth. I'm starting my own a new podcast. I know you all been waiting for my rebrand of my podcast. It was a little bit of a delay, but it's up. It's going to be up real soon, and I'll have a booth there, and I'll also be hosting. And I hope I love all the ladies that always join, and I always see new faces, and I hope to see you there. And it's the 10th anniversary of Rockabillaque Charleston, so it's going to be way bigger than ever. So make sure that if you want to enter, check out pinupcontest.com. It's also on the Rockabillaque website. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to DM me, send me a message. I just realized that today I need to go over my requests because I keep forgetting that Instagram hides some messages. So I apologize on that. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys there. And till next week, I hope you guys have oh wait, there's one more. That was great. Oh, I'm glad you loved it, Melinda. I'm going to check your DMs. I will check it. You know, I want to go to South California. That's South California, right? California, not Carolina. I want to, because South Carolina is Charleston. I would love to go to South California. If there's any event out there anytime, I want to check it out. So keep me in mind. I would love to go over there. And then see you later. It's not in Miami. Where's the other Rockabillaque Charleston? Yeah, so there's one in Immokalee, so it's more west. So from Miami, it's about 2 hours and a half going west on the Alligator. I don't know how familiar you are with Florida, on the Alligator Alley. It's called the Immokalee Casino, Hard Rock. And then the other Rockabillaque at the moment is in Charleston, which is the OG. So that's the first one. And then yes, let me know. I thought I'm here excited. Yes, let me know. I would like to check out a Pinups for Cancer event. But you mean yes, that is South California. I got it. All right, ladies and gents and anybody. Yes, please try to make it. It'll be so much fun. You guys make my Monday nights so much. Truly, I appreciate you guys always coming out here and watching. Even if you're not commenting, I see that I have a really large audience tonight. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Even if you just came here to see Dita, but you came here to hang out and watch Dita with all of us. And I appreciate it. Till next time, I hope you have a beautiful night. And stay cool because it is super hot outside. And I can't imagine how hot it is where you guys are at. But over here, it is so hot. All right, guys. I'll give you guys a follow right after this live. Bye.